Hi, welcome to Car Talk. My name is Jay Prashant and today I'm at Gurgaon to drive this electric spaceship. Well, it's the MG Windsor I'm talking about. So what I'm going to be doing with the Windsor today is I'm going to be driving as much as I can to see how far the MG Windsor can go on a single charge. I'm not going to be doing 300, 400 kilometers, but whatever I do, I'll give you a perspective of what the MG Windsor offers in the real world. I'll drive like a common man and give you a picture of, I won't be speeding too much, I won't be going too slow. I'm just going to be driving normally like everybody would do in an electric car and give you an idea. MG claims 331 kilometers for the Windsor. Let's drive and find out. Along the way, I'll also tell you how the MG Windsor rides, handles, the comfort, the features, so on and so forth. So come, let's go. So I am in the MG Windsor now. So we're just gonna start the test. So let's see how far the Windsor goes today. Okay, so currently we've just started driving the car. The range is about 320 kilometers, 100% charge. I've reset the odometer trip meter to 0. So I have put the car in Eco Plus mode. I've also set the region to heavy because I'm driving in the city. I'm basically doing a single pedal driving, like how electric cars are meant to be driven in the city. It's so comfortable, and you literally just have to use the throttle to do most of your work. That's where we are. Let's see how far this baby goes. So right now I'm stuck in Delhi traffic, morning rush hour. So we started at about 8:30 from Le Méridien, Gurgaon, and we're going towards Noida, and right now I'm in Delhi. We started with 320 kilometers on the MID right now with 100% charge. I've just covered about 25.5 kilometers. What I can see is I have 292 kilometers of range left and about 91% of charge left. So I've been driving in Eco Plus mode with the region set to maximum because there's a lot of traffic. So I'm literally doing a single pedal driving, and if you possibly drive like this, I think you should be able to get at least 300 kilometers. One more thing that really stood out is the ride quality. It's a very, very plush ride. So this, I think, is a great chauffeur driven car. It's going to be a great chauffeur driven car because you're going to really enjoy the plushness of the ride. And there are so many places where the roads were completely broken in Gurgaon, but this one took it very, very nicely in the sense that it was very comfortable. So basically now we are on the Yamuna Expressway. What I've done is I've gone back to the least amount of region because we're driving on the highway. I don't want it to be cutting off and wasting energy. That's one thing. I'm doing a constant 80. I've set it on cruise control. So we've done about 50 kilometers and I still have about 270 kilometers of range. I've got about 85% of charge left. So for 15%, I've basically used I've driven nearly 50 kilometers or a little over 50 kilometers. So I think and I've still kept it in Eco Plus mode because I find the performance to be more than adequate to drive in the city and a crowded highway like this. Probably on a freer highway when I have to actually overtake traffic at probably 80, and if the speed limit is above 100 or something like that, I probably would do go to the normal mode. A sport mode I don't think is necessary for normal highway driving. I think normal mode is enough. Sport mode is generally when you want the thrill. So once or twice I just put it in sport mode just to see it, and yeah, it feels much more livelier, no doubt about it. But for normal driving, I think the Eco Plus mode is more than sufficient, and in Eco Plus mode I think you will be able to get 300 kilometers of range per charge. Yeah, so we're on our way back on the Delhi-Noida Delhi Expressway. We just hit the Yamuna Expressway, went to Greater Noida and drove a little bit of distance there, and now we're back. And the trip reads about 102.4. and I have about 69% charge left, and 214 kilometers of range that is left, that shows. So overall, and I'm back in Eco Plus mode, and I'm back in high region set to max, because traffic here is not very fast, and I was in a little bit of go traffic. So when I set this mode to Eco Plus, the thing is, it's slightly sluggish, and which is how it will be. And that sluggishness is really good in traffic, because the acceleration is very gradual. It's like, you're just chilling, and you just don't want it to be jerky. So putting it in sport mode, it's going to be jerky. So that's something that's nice about the Eco Plus mode. So the range, I think, once you basically max it out, you will be getting 300 kilometers in regular use, which I think is a very good range, because what MG is claiming, the MIDC2 is 331. So if you're getting 300 in the real world doing normal driving, I think it's fantastic. So we've driven this car for about 125 kilometers. 125.4 is what the trip meter shows. 59% of charge is still left. I've done and I can see that I can drive for another 188 kilometers. Eco Plus mode, lots of traffic in Delhi, coming into Delhi, and we have regen set at max, because it's stop-go traffic. I want to get back as much energy as I can when I'm accelerating and decelerating. One thing, ride quality is fantastic. It absorbs nearly everything. I intentionally put it across a massive pothole. My front right tire went there, and it was just a muted thud, and it absorbed it really well, quite absorbent. And it's like the Big Easy. I would call this a Big Easy, because it's just a big MPV crossover-ish kind of a vehicle. It's just so easy to drive. So that's basically the main thing about this. In terms of seat comfort, since we've driven about 126 kilometers, we've been sitting in the car. Now it's about, I think, 12:30. Yeah, about 4 hours I've been in the car. No discomfort, very comfortable. I feel absolutely no fatigue, and I've been sitting in traffic. AC is doing a wonderful job. Ventilated seats are good, and I thought the seats are too soft initially, but now they're holding up well, even after 125 kilometers and 4 hours of non-stop sitting. Five hours and 150 kilometers later, I'm chilling in the back seat in business class comfort in the MG Windsor. All along I was driving. I drove literally for 5 hours, 150 kilometers. Used up only 49% of the charge. Was mainly in Eco Plus mode, more than sufficient for overtaking. I did try out sport mode, normal mode, and the Eco mode. All of them are good. Sport mode is really peppy. It really gets you can get a move on. But this car is not about performance. This car is the Big Easy. It's basically big. It's luxurious, it's comfortable, suspension is fantastic, ride quality is brilliant. It's very absorbent. You just have to sit like this and watch the world go by. You've got a massive glass roof to let in air and literally watch the sky. So that is basically the MG Windsor for you, and it's a fantastic offering at this price point. That's one thing. The second thing I want to highlight in the MG Windsor, but this is a grouse, and it is that massive screen out there. I have no issues with the screen per se, because it's a nice screen, big screen. It's almost as big as my laptop screen. But the thing is, everything about the MG Windsor, most of the functions are in that screen, and using that screen and figuring things out is difficult, especially for somebody who likes the intuitiveness of using buttons on a car, because the whole physical button thing is much more easier to do. So it'll take a while. As a new owner, you are going to face this. It's going to take you a while to figure out everything that the MG Windsor has to offer, and
I would have really liked more physical buttons in the car, because there's some things that physical buttons do much better than the touchscreen. So that's one thing I have, that is one issue that I had with the MG Vince. And apart from this, it's a nice car. So now, since you watched this video, you let us know what you think about the MG Vince. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Car Talk YouTube channel. And once again, thank you very much for watching.